thick glasses and a lady on his arm.
Mr. Electro, yo, Mr. E. Yo, Mr. Electro, yo, Mr. E.
He's eloquent, he's sassy too, he's filled with lots of thoughts. He's friends with Mr. Rancho. Hey, Mr. Rancho Fox.
Yo, Mr. E.
He's got a heart of gold, lots of pennies for his thoughts. And he's never short with a smile, and the girls like him a lot. He's a man with the infectious cackle, the man with the mic. He's one of a kind, he's great as can be. He's the father of the webcam, the godfather of Stick Am. Yo, Mr. Electro, yo, Mr. E.
Hey, what's up, guys? I think I might have overstepped my boundaries with Phantom or something like that. I didn't think I said anything wrong. Honestly, I was just stating facts. You know, my opinion. At least my opinion doesn't involve him being like some sort of some sort of fucking. It's not painting a negative picture. I don't want to put any labels on it, but it's not painting any negative picture of his personality, his sexual behavior, or anything like that. I just stated, you know, it brought numbers to his house, to his stream. That's okay. I don't hold no malice towards that shit. If that's what you want, that's what you want. That's not what my channel's about. It's that simple. So, you know, it is what it is. Maybe he didn't like the way I said it. That's okay. But, you know, I certainly wouldn't let certain people up there saying all kinds of inflammatory remarks, you know, just because my feelings were hurt. I wouldn't let people up there just talking all kinds of shit. I don't care what kind of evidence they got. You know, it's better to be the bigger man and just step aside and let the shit go. But that's just my opinion. Hey, babe. I'm alive.
Yeah, no, we're gonna wait down.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna monitor from your phone or no? All right. Anyway, we got. Say again, baby. I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, when we got back, Katie ordered some Goodfellas pizza and soda, and yeah. Ah, we were tired as fuck. I think I got a little sunburned on my face, to be completely honest. I hate it when that happens. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna let people up here and chit chat, talk about what they want. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be respectful. You're gonna let other people talk. What's up, McSmith? How you doing? You're gonna let other people talk. We're not gonna do no race baiting here. We're not going to make any racist comments. So if you're gonna come up here, you gotta be on good behavior. I'm not saying don't be yourself. I'm just saying don't be an asshole. Welcome back, Stormy. It's good to talk to you on lives, though, Stormy. It really is. It's good to put a voice behind the chatter that I'm always talking to online and stuff like that. So I know you might like your drinks every so often, but I think you're fun to talk to. God forbid somebody that gets in your day. What's up, Angie? How you doing? Wait a minute. Let me fix something. What's up, Angie? Let me fix something with you. There you go, Angie. What's up, Cesar? How you doing? But yeah, I'm just if you guys got mods in my room, you are allowed to use them if people pick on you. If people pick on me, please do not silence them. I'll take care of my own. I don't care what any of these guys got to say to me. If they pick on you, that's a different story. you have my permission to silence them or whatever. But if they're picking on me, please don't. That's all I ask. What's up, Vaughn? How you doing? I don't know, Bubba Sack. I don't know how I feel about you calling me Uncle Jed. You know? But yeah, I mean, the reason why I got up there, the reason why I got up there is just because here's my problem. When you see people online the majority of the day and all they're doing is fighting the majority of the day, something's wrong. They need to get out, get some fucking vitamin D, and no, that was no pun intended. But get out, get some vitamin D, let the sun hit their face, let the air hit catch a breeze or something. Spend some time with the family. Don't fucking make your whole life about being in front of the goddamn computer or on your phone all day yelling at people. Now, if that's what you want to do, then so be it. But don't make other people's lives miserable because yours is. Exactly, Angie. We're here to be entertained. Now, there are some people, and I used to be one of them. Once upon a time, I used to be agoraphobic. I wouldn't go beyond the threshold of my door. And all I had was communication with the outside through the internet. But back then, I used to play World of Warcraft, and and I would talk on TeamSpeak or one of those comms that we used to do raids on, and that's all I did all day. 16 hours out of the day, I would play World of Warcraft. That's the truth. And I wouldn't leave the house. Some people are that way, and I understand it. I get it. Some people, this is their only outlet, and I understand. But you do not have to be miserable, and you do not need to spread your misery around. It's that simple. Try to fucking enjoy life. I know McSmith don't believe in me saying that shit. McSmith is like, nah, fuck that. Let's fight. me and McSmith, we fight all the time. I mean, it's bad. I owe, according to him, I owe him $500. But you owe me an address, McSmith. You owe me an address. I have to actually meet up with you. Yeah, and that's another thing. Someone said that I'm not a boxing fan. I haven't been able to watch boxing lately, but I'm going to get back into it. I really am. It's just I haven't had the time nor the inclination to do it for the simple reason I've had more important things on my mind. Getting my daughter graduated from high school. She's been in and out and seeing the doctors. I've been sick. Katie is sick now. I mean, Katie has to have surgery, all that good stuff. So we've had our hands full. So it is what it is. But Katie loves boxing as much as I do. She wants to go to another boxing match. But her boy retired. Lomachenko retired. So the next fight she might go to is an Usyk fight because she likes Usyk. If he fights in the States, anywhere near New Mexico. If he fights in Vegas, she'll definitely go. If he fights in Texas, she'll definitely go. Shit, we'll go as far as California. And plus, I have really been. It's one thing when people are making false accusations on you, and it's a completely different thing if they're just joking around. Now, I know what a joke is, and I can take a joke like anyone else. But when you flat out say lies and it hurts your reputation, not that I have much of a reputation on YouTube, even though I have been on YouTube for almost 20 years, shit that can be said that people usually go to, that's vile. It's disgusting. I don't partake in it. I don't go saying people are this, that, and the other. Now, if you act a certain way and you make it more than abundantly clear that you do certain things, that's a different story. Cesar, like I've said, why would he? But if he does, we'd probably go see him. Trust me, Stormy, when I say it's bothered her. It's really bothered her. Not that my marriage was ever, on the line, but it affects your marriage. It really does. When both of you are thinking about this bullshit, it affects your marriage. It affected the relationship between me and Elizabeth. How do you think she feels? All this shit being talked about her. She don't know none of these people. People don't care about collateral damage. I do. It will not happen on my channel. Or at the very least, I'll cut that shit out right away. Yeah, I used to live in San Diego for a little while. I have cousins that live in San Diego. I got cousins all over the country, to be quite honest. My sister lives in Florida, Orlando to be exact. I got cousins and half brothers in New York City, in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, and in Queens. Oh shit, there's fireworks going on outside. Lots of them. You got $500, Ron? You know what I got? I don't got $5 right now. All my money's gone into the house. Got into the house or my gas tank. But let me see if anyone wants to come up and just talk about random stuff. You're more than welcome to. I don't expect too many people to come up. I promise you, though, no fucking drama. No drama. If you're gonna insult me, then at least be original. You gotta at least be original. It better be a good insult. If you're gonna insult me, it better be fucking good and make me laugh. No, we just had pizza, Angie, baby. We just had pizza. We had some Goodfellas pizza. Chicken and bacon, a large chicken and bacon, and then we also had a large pepperoni and green chili. And let me tell you, I haven't had the pepperoni and green chili yet, but I love green chili on pizza. So yeah, I'll take a piece of that later. I just had one slice of the chicken bacon. Pizza was good though, Angie. It was delicious. Or how they say on that thing, delicious. Yeah, a lot of people can't deal with the green chili, Angie. You got to be from the southwest to understand how good green chili is. New Mexico is famous for its Hatch green chili. Oh my God. That stuff is so good. They put it on everything. They got green chili, red chili, or a combination of both, which they call Christmas. Yeah, they call it Christmas. But I'll tell you what, it's spicy and it's delicious. It's got so much flavor. You gave me my nighttime meds already? Yeah, no, I already drank it. Yeah, I took them. I took them already. Uh-oh, McSmith said warm. She said warm it up for her. What the fuck are you warming up, McSmith? Hey, Tempe. How you doing, baby? Our little dog, our little pit bull Temperance is in the house. She's getting over her surgery. Go, go, go. No, go, go. Angie, you would love it. You would love it if you like spice. You would love green and red chili. You really would. All you do is dry it out. If you like it extra spicy, leave the seeds in. Whether it's in the green stage or if it's in the red stage, keep the seeds in there extra spicy. Green is hotter than red, but red has a spicier flavor if you can kind of understand what that means. What up? How you doing, Star Wars Dad? Star Wars Dad, people want more information on the other cruise that's coming up next year. If you want, you can come up. We're just talking random shit. I told him no drama. I'm not. We're not. This channel is not based on drama. McSmith, my trailer is my house. How's that sound? Can I get away with saying my trailer is my house? Are you okay with that? Jesus, McSmith is so particular. Oh, because it's a foundational house. John? John? Is that you, John? Can you hear me? Your mic's not working.
Can you hear me?
There you go. Now I can hear you.
All right. I had to adjust a few things. I'm on the phone instead of the computer. And I'm turning the TV down so I can actually hear. There we go. Yeah, I just got back today. So,
Yeah, man, you've been busy all fucking weekend, man.
dude, all I do is work. That's all I do. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I swore, you know, when I was in the military that, you know, as we got older, of course, we would not work half as much, right? I swear the older I get, the more and more I work.
You know
I,
what that is? It seems like you're working more. It's just your body is able to take a lot less than what it used to.
well, no, I'd probably work, I'd say, between the job and, my business is probably 75 hours a week, man.
Yeah. I remember when I worked with Papa John's, and this is no exaggeration, I used to, because I treated my employees like human beings and
Yeah.
they weren't just numbers, I ended up doing 110, 105-hour weeks on average because I gave my people time off, even though my superiors, my not my area manager, but my regional manager, since his office was in the same building where my store was at, he made life a living hell. And he kept wanting me to, have this one work. I said they asked for that time off. Well, then yeah, it means you're going to have to work it. I guess it means I'm going to have to work it then. It is what
Yeah.
it is. I'm on salary, but I make good bonuses, so I'm not pissed about it.
Believe me, I understand. I really, truly understand that. I mean, it just, like I said, it just seems to just go on and on and on and on and on now. And, I'll never complain because, I've worked my ass off to get where I'm at. I want to leave a legacy for my son when I go. You,
No, understandable, man. Understandable. Like that's how I feel. I mean, did you see the live stream I did yesterday? I think it was, and I was showing the property I'm thinking about buying.
yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, 10 acres, 10.12 acres for $9,000. You can't fucking beat that.
No.
If I put 5 yurts on that property with a septic system, so each of the yurts has its own bathroom, and I set it up with solar panels, so I don't have to worry about electricity for now. A lot of people like that, just bare minimum, and put a shooting range on it. On top of that, what's up, Stormy? How you doing, baby?
Hi, I'm not going to interrupt. Go ahead.
So anyway, you put a shooting range on it to give these guys something to do. I feel that would make a little bit of money. Rent the yurts out for $200-$300 for a weekend. Get them away from the city. Get them away from technology, and just let them enjoy the scenery of the mountains, the gun range.
Well, I'll tell you this much: if you do get this property, you know that I'm going to come out there because I definitely want to do some hunting, and I'd love to get out there and shoot the coyotes. That's on your land. Pick those off.
Oh, we got elk out here. We got elk and black bear you can hunt.
Oh yeah, dude, elk is some great eating. Deer is gamey. Elk is clean and it's fresh when you eat it. Oh my God, elk is so good.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have to. Now, I want to ask you all this question. I don't mean to interrupt. So you all, can you hear me pretty good?
Hold
I
on,
hear you fine.
your mic settings are way low. I'm gonna put you up real quick. Hold on. Say
Okay.
something now.
Hi.
There you go. your
Okay.
mic settings was really low.
I think because they put me down before and everybody kept saying they couldn't hear me. So I think somebody was lowering my mic settings to where they couldn't hear me. And then it was always something. So now I get it because I know you're not like that. So I was really curious to know if you could hear me, if I was breaking up, this, that, the other.
Well, sometimes,
I
like
know.
I've done it a few times. I've done it a few times, Stormy, where
You
I
can call
I
me
lowered my.
Suzanne. My name is Suzanne. That is
I'm gonna
actually
call you
my
Stormy
name.
because that's what I know you by.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna call you
Thank
Stormy
you.
if you don't mind. But my thing is that sometimes people change settings and they don't realize that they changed their own settings by mistake. I've done that a few times where I have to go back in and raise my mic up because I lowered it somehow earlier in another channel. So it is what it is.
Right.
I wouldn't automatically accuse him of lowering your mic.
Oh no, they kept saying it earlier, not to interrupt you. I know I was being like the mic was being then he dropped I was being dropped like I don't know how many times. I
Hey,
had to keep coming
Stormy,
back up.
um,
Hi.
are you on a phone or on a computer right now?
Right now I'm on my iPhone and I have my iPod ear thing in.
All
Now,
right.
if my mic is acting up, I can take that out of my ear. Sometimes that does help because it like they're saying burping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
breaking up every so often.
you're breaking
Okay,
up with every like second or third word.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this out of my ear, and then it'll probably be better.
So, Vaughn, this is an all-round type of channel. This is a gaming
Now, is that
channel.
better? Is
Holy
that
shit, that's
better?
way better.
Oh, that's much better.
That's much better.
Okay. Okay,
This
now
is
I want to say something to you. Is this Star Wars Dad?
Yes.
Okay, hi. So you like hunting and all that? Oh my God, you would love my property.
Yeah,
I live on over 100 acres.
yeah,
Now I
I
don't
love
have.
to
Go
I
ahead.
love to hunt. I love to fish. Um, I um I love being outside. I I'm one of those people that I much rather be outside any day of the week than, you know, stuck inside. Um, I'm here in Florida, and
Oh,
if,
okay, I got you.
yeah, yeah. If you've been to Florida this time of year, you know how hot it is.
I
Um,
just sold some property in Florida. Actually, I did. Well, I think you're a businessman, so you probably know what I'm talking about when you sell a property to get another property. You understand?
yeah, you're flipping.
So yeah, I did that, and we bought more property where I am, but I still have property that I own in Florida and in Montana. Also have some different things there. So when you say the different places, I'm an animal lover, and but I also understand that hunting is hunting. I get it. I really do get it. So, I mean, it's interesting. And I see when y'all talk about that, going on your cruises. My husband goes on cruises. Well, not cruises. He goes on trips with, the guys go. And then he's always like, for me to go different places. I've never really found a place that I would like to go or go out and go with different people. I mean, I do with my girlfriends. I would like to meet some of the people that I can trust online. You
Well,
understand?
Stormy, did you happen to watch any of the videos that we made while we were actually on the ship on the slide cruise?
Yes, I did. I actually chimed in. Electro, do you remember, Jed, that I chimed in? I thought you all looked so, I thought that was beautiful.
oh
I
yeah.
love that. I think
No,
that was so good.
we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, it wasn't there was nothing perverted about the trip.
No, no, it wasn't. You guys were having such a good time. I was like living vicariously through, your lives. I love that.
The only time it wasn't fun is when I got stuck in the slide. Wait, let me say this
Yeah.
right. Let me say that I didn't actually get
So,
stuck. It got real slow in the center of the slide. But I didn't get
Woody,
stuck.
go
So
ahead.
people stop saying I got stuck. My fat ass did not get stuck. I just went a little slower than the rest of the people.
Right.
Well,
So I
Stormy,
mean, I'm an older woman. I'm an older woman. Star Wars. I'm not that old of a woman. I still probably look
You broke up, Stormy.
my own horn. I
well,
do.
I
I
think we're all
retired.
older.
I
Yeah,
was a
I think
nurse.
we're all older. I'm 50.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I'm
know,
older. And
yeah, and Jed's like,
Right. I'm probably where you are in your age. I don't know how much older you are than me or if we're probably the same age. I'm working harder now. This is what I do. I have a she shed, and it seems like everybody's picking on me because I have a she shed. Okay, I refurbish furniture, I sell things, I do. I'm an artist like that. Always been, always will love that. I also donate a lot of things that I do for animal shelters. Um, also, to the homeless because there's always homeless, and for the vets. I have two sons. I have 5 sons, 2 daughters. They're all grown. I do not have no small children that live with me. There's nobody that lives with me other than me, you know, my mother-in-law that I take care of. She's in her 90s. And my feelings got hurt. I get my feelings hurt sometimes, a lot of times when somebody says that I dropped my mom on their head. We won't go there. There's no drama on this channel, but Jed knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He may tell you that in the background. Um, yeah, I work hard. I enjoy this. Is what I do. So yeah, I find myself working harder now because I like to do this and to help people.
Nothing wrong with
Well,
it.
it's funny because, I'm retired military.
Hmm.
I'm a retired Army officer, right?
Thank you for your service.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. But like Jed and I, we were talking the other day. I got a phone call. What was it? 2 days ago, um, from the government again, asking if I would want to come back in because of I've got a very specialized field of work
Hmm.
that I did in the military, right? And they would give me my next level of promotion, and I told them, you can basically suck it. I'm 50 years old. You know, the military is definitely what I call a young man's game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I mean, I was good at what I did, but um, if I had a chance to serve again, if I was much younger, I'd go back in a heartbeat. But right now, I'm nowhere near in shape like what I was when I was young. I was jumping out of airplanes and having fun. I served in a Ranger battalion. I did all sorts of high speed shit, while I was in the
Right.
military. But like I said, I am not a young man anymore. I mean, um, there's no way in the world I could get out there and run 2 miles in less than 14 minutes right now. There's no
Right.
way.
Right. I want to say something to you since you're saying what you were when you were in the service. So I have 2 sons that are actively in the service. One is high, way higher than the other. So this is what I can say to you. Um, one of my sons is way up. You may understand what I'm going to say to you. Maybe a lot of other people won't. There's only 6 that comes to this team. Thousands and thousands have tried, but there's only 6. And that's where my one son is. My other one is special forces. I love them both the same. I would never. And I worry about them both because you see what's going on in the world today. And my sons tell me, Ma, we can't tell you this. Well, especially the one that's where he's at.
Well,
Um,
I one thing I will say about everything that's going on in the world today.
mhm,
I don't know if you are a believer or not. I don't know, your views on God, but I believe inside and out, right? I mean,
mhm.
I I have a deep, deep, deep faith in Jesus Christ, right?
Oh, I do. Automatic. Absolutely, I do too. Also.
And something that I know beyond a shadow of doubt is for those of us that actually believe to not
Mhm.
worry about what's going on in the world because it's taken care of. Those of us that actually believe we are taken care of. And, um, I think we need to get off of um, hating on people and drama and everything else, Jesus's golden rule was the first rule he had: love the Lord God with all your heart, right? And then the second rule was love thy neighbor, right? And I think that's what we need more of. Um,
Right.
I mean,
And also, not to interrupt you, there's also a song, if you're into bluegrass,
mhm,
it says, Jesus, you're the most wanted. You're the most wanted. Jesus wants you. You're the most wanted. Jesus wants you to come back and, you're the most wanted. In Jesus, I can't remember the exact words of the bluegrass song, but you're the most wanted. You have to come back to Jesus. You have to come back. Jesus wants you. He's looking for you. You need to come back and live your life by His God and His grace. You're the most wanted. It's a bluegrass song. I may be misspewing it. I may be saying it wrong because, yes, I have had something to drink. It's a
it's okay.
wonderful song, but it's a bluegrass song. But you're the most wanted. And I agree. I pray for my sons that are in the service. I pray for every man, woman, anybody in the service. I pray for us all. But let me tell you this. The first time you should know this probably better than I do. There's not going to be no nukes fired. The first time that happens, forget it. There's always that fallout. I've said this before. The fallout in the airstream is going to come. We're all going to suffer. There is no going back when that happens. So this is just a propaganda, a bunch of bull crap. But we all should be ready. We all should prep for it. I'm a prepper. Jed said he's a prepper, him and his wife, his family. They're preppers. I do prep. I mean, Star Wars Dad, I don't know if you know, I have over 100 acres up here. And I live my life. It's beautiful. I'm not going to sit here and fabricate that I don't have the issues that everybody else in the world don't have. Of course, we all have that. You just have to have faith, believe, and as long as you're doing the right thing, then things should go all right. Now, when I get up here and I sit here and I get sick to my stomach sometimes when I go back and listen to some of the things that I was fussing about the day before online. I mean, my husband said, sweetheart, that is not you. I don't know what you're trying to. This is exactly, I'm going to put this out here right now. So who knows who'll go take it back any other way. He's like, you're not, you're not unhappy. I don't get why you're on here. He's like, is there something I can help you with? Or, are we missing something? I'm like, no. He's like, then why are you fussing like that? My husband doesn't even do the internet. My sons don't. A lot of my children don't. Some do, but not all of them. And
Well,
and they told me, they heard me, actually heard me. My daughter called me this morning and said, Mom, what is going on? This is not our mom. Terrible, terrible. Go ahead.
well, all I was going to say is, the internet gives us, you know, great tools, and it allows us to, like, we're on YouTube right now, right? It
Right.
gives us an amazing chance for people to be able to talk about anything and everything, right? Have great conversations with people. And like, if you look at Jed and I, right?
Mhm.
We completely have two completely differing political views on just about everything, right? And
Right.
at the same time, we can laugh about it and still be great friends because, um, you know, it doesn't make the person for what kind of political beliefs you might have, right? Um,
Mhm.
but something I learned a long time ago, because I'll be the first one to say it. I am far from being perfect, right? I have done a lot of bad in my life. You know what I'm saying? I really have. I have done a lot of bad in my life. But, I when things boil down to it, and I have to look at Jesus' example on just about everything, right? This is why I don't get mad about much at all. You'll never see me really raise my voice or get mad because um, when Jesus was in the garden, right, and they were getting ready to arrest him, right, um, Peter grabbed one of the guard's swords, cut his ear off. Remember that? And Jesus rebuked him. And he reached up and he healed that guard's ear. And he looked at him and said, if you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. Jesus always taught, pretty much to turn the other cheek, right? Um, and he even told us, pray for your enemy. Don't curse them, pray for them, right?
Right.
Um, to, spread love, spread kindness, you know, don't, don't become, he always warned, do not become like these heathens out there, you know,
Pretty much don't become the person. I uh, I apologize. Go ahead.
no, it's okay. But he always warned us to not be of this world, to have a higher standard, and to actually not be of this world. Now, the only time you saw Jesus get upset was at the temple where he overturned the tables, right? He got extremely upset. And there was a reason for that because you were taking the Holy of Holies and you were desecrating what was actually holy. And he got pissed, which I don't blame you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, but I mean, let's face it though, none of us are perfect, right? Um, we all sin, we have our own faults, but it's nice to have that reliance to know I have my salvation and I I'm going to see my father one of these days. That that should be able to give almost anybody and anybody peace.
Right. I agree. And
Well,
and
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
no, I agree. I
Dennis.
agree with what he's saying. I had to stop for a second because I got teared up because sometimes I
No,
agree.
it's understandable. My thing is this. I don't fault anybody for their political views. I have my political views that align with what my interests are. All right, but I believe in everyone's entitled to happiness. I believe, at the very least, the pursuit of happiness. I believe everyone has the potential to be a good person. I don't care what denomination you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what religion you are. I just care that you treat other people with
Just
kindness and respect. That's what I believe in. Now, if someone is not Christian and doesn't believe in Christ, but they believe in Allah, they believe in the Quran, whatever. If you're a good person, that's all that matters to me. That is
right.
all that matters to me. Be a good person. Treat people with respect. treat people with kindness. Try to help those out less fortunate than you. That's what I believe in. That's
Right.
to me, that's the most important thing. My thing is, no one is perfect. And I try to tell
No.
everybody, I am not perfect. I mess up just like everyone else does. The only person that was perfect that ever lived, in my opinion, is Christ. He's the only one that was perfect. Now, I try to tell people take the high road, and I try my best to take the high road. Do I take the high road every
Mm,
time? No, no.
none
I
of
get
us
mad.
do.
I get mad just like anyone else does. I get mad and I get pissed off and I go off. But I am willing to admit. Hold on a second. This better
Mhm.
be RGM. What's up, RGM?
Hey, what
Oh
up,
my
Jib?
What up,
God.
It's
brother?
Is
What's
me.
that
up, brother?
RGM? Is
It's
he up
me.
on there? Hi.
Oh my
Hey there,
God, I haven't
Stormy.
talked to you in forever, buddy.
I
But
know it's been a while, Jib.
continuing down. Give me a second, RGM.
Go ahead, go
Continuing
ahead.
continuing down this train of thought. I
Mhm.
let everyone know that even though I have my faults, I try my best. I really do to take that high road. That's the road least traveled, but it's the hardest road to travel because it's the least traveled. My thing is, I don't try to preach. I don't try to do what I do. I say this is what I do. This is how I would work things out. And I have gone that easy path and gone off on people. God knows everyone on this panel has seen me go off on people. And I don't encourage that type of behavior. But I let it be known, hey, I'm faulty. I have faults too. And one of my faults is sometimes I lose my temper. And it's that simple. I try not to, but I do. Yeah, baby.
I have a knot in my shoes.
You have a knot in your what?
My shoes, and I can't get my shoe off.
Give me a second, guys. RGM, could you say what you were going to say? I got to help Elizabeth with something real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, no problem. I was gonna mess with Jed, but he's preoccupied. But it's nice
Hey.
to
Hi.
but it's
Hi,
nice to
RGM.
how's it going, Stormy? It's nice to be on the panel with Stormy and John. Yeah, John, it's been a while. You know.
It's good to talk to you, bud. I haven't talked to you in a while. It's good to
You
talk
know,
to you.
I was embarrassed when my grown children found me online here, and they told me this morning before I went on out on my ride. They were like, "Mom, this is not you. What are you doing?" But then, obviously, I didn't pay attention because I got back up here earlier, and then I stopped after my son. My son says, "Ma, back off, get offline, just leave it alone, leave it be." And you know what? You can't change other people for who they are or what they are. And they told me as long as they don't come here messing with us, we don't worry about that. And they're absolutely right. He also said something because sometimes you have to learn from your children, even though you think you've taught your children and they're doing well in their life, you can still learn from them also. He said, Ma, stay back. Just leave it alone. You don't got to go to these channels if you don't really like it. Understand you like doing certain things and, talking with people, but is it really worth it? Is it really worth the peace? Now you're worried about them doxing us. He's, my family, we're not worried about it. But he's like, you're fighting with some, I'm not even going to say what my son said. Um, you know, he's like, it's not going to go nowhere. But the point about it is, why are you letting that person trigger you? Ma, you raised us and I did. And I had to stop and I had to think about it. I raised I'm very proud of the children I raised. You know what? Every parent out there who is ever a parent, you always want your children to do better than you. Always, always. I don't care how good you're doing. If you're a good parent, you still want your children to do better than you. I have to stop and think about what the hell am I doing? I'm going to sit in my she shed. I don't mind talking about the things that I do, the gardening, the drawing, the refurbishing furniture. I don't mind getting up talking about boxing and wrestling and all that other stuff. I need to stop and take a step back and learn that, you know, I'm
Sometimes
no
that's what you have
better.
to do. Stormy, sometimes that's what you have to do. Just step back, you know.
Yeah, because I'm not like that.
I don't like getting into it all the time. And the more you feed into it, you don't know how many times Star Wars dad had told me to just like chill out when I had when I go into it with certain other content creators and Star Wars that just back away. Just back away. You're not gonna accomplish anything. And then I just get headstrong and I just keep going. Our GM has told me, dude, just stop.
Oh, our GM is great. But I can tell you this much. I remember when y'all were on that cruise. It was breaking up a little bit, but I was watching it. I even put in the chat. Y'all were sitting there having shots, having such a good time at a table somewhere where y'all stopped on the cruise.
Yeah.
It
Y'all
was
were sitting at the
no.
table. I
It was
watched all that.
it was the day before the cruise. That was at that bar that you went to the year before, right, John?
Yeah, the night before the cruise, we had gone to the bar, the Tiki Bar,
Yeah, the Tiki Bar.
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
we had an absolute blast. I mean, we um that was the first night LT got pissed off at me, and that wasn't even my fault. You know, I mean, because the story's funny because um Jed and everyone else wanted to go to a restaurant and get something to eat, right? Well, I had eaten already. I wasn't hungry. And I was like, no, y'all go eat. And I'm going to go down to the hotel bar and I'm going to go ahead and start my drinking, right? So that's what I did. I went down to the bar in the hotel and, I'm drinking, in the bar. And LT calls me and he's all pissed off about um I, I I didn't even understand what he was saying, pissed off about um you know that he can't bring the girl home or something. And I'm like, where are y'all? Right? We're at the restaurant. And I'm like, okay, I'm at the bar. He's like, well, we're at the bar too. I'm like, what are you talking about? Jed didn't tell me they were going to go to the tiki bar, right? I was thinking they were going to an actual restaurant. So I was like, Jed, get down here, pick me up. And he flew in just like 3 minutes later. And I was like, where in the world were y'all? Because, all the other restaurants are kind of, spaced out along, the drive around Cocoa Beach there. And he's like, well, we're at this bar. And I'm like, is it just right down the road? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's the damn Tiki Bar. That's the place I've been telling you about. Right. But we went over there and we had a blast. But I think the best day we had was now we didn't do a live about it, but when we stopped in Nassau,
Oh yeah, NASA, good food. Oof.
we went and ate, and it's the best seafood I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, and it was such a bonding trip because we had Jed, me, Katie, LT, and Brian, right? And we all just bonded during this trip. I mean, I'll call everyone brother and sister for the rest of my life now because we had such a good time. But one thing that was so funny about Nassau, though, was when we were leaving to get in the taxi. I looked at Jed. I'm like, do we really want to ride in this thing? Because this guy was over there just pounding beers, right? And I'm like, he looks like he's half drunk, right? And we get in that damn taxi, and Jed's sitting there talking, and it just hits this taxi driver in the face. Boom!
Oh my God, dude. Y'all cannot get into a cab or any enclosed area with John. I'm just going to say that now.
I've heard.
You cannot
I've
get
heard.
into an enclosed area with John at all, dude. John,
Sounds like fun though.
no, that's not fun when John lets one rip, though.
If you
Oh,
want to be able
oh
to,
God.
if you like to be able to breathe, from what I hear, I've
Oh
heard the
my
story.
goodness.
Well,
Oh
no,
Yeah.
what's
no.
even funnier, right? Okay. Um, you lived here in Florida, RGM, so you know what I'm talking about with hurricanes, right?
I
Yep. I've
do.
lived here all my life.
Yeah.
So the
I have
hurricane
property in Florida. Yeah, I live there. I go ahead. I understand. Go ahead.
the hurricane had come through the day before, right? Jed got here the day the hurricane was coming through. He was at my house that day, right?
Oh
And
God.
we were waiting on LT, but the bus would not drive from wherever he was at to here. So we're scrambling, and we had to get him a flight to fly from wherever he's at in Texas, and we flew him into Melbourne. And I picked LT up, and then Jed had picked Brian up from the Orlando airport, and but man, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, because I made sure I had eaten, like ghost pepper wings the night before Jed got in, right?
Oh God.
And
Fucking bastard, dude.
Oh my God.
and
Yeah, he
Jed
sure
Jed and
he was.
Katie were in my den getting ready to go to bed, right? And the den's the warmest room in my house, and we had the fan going in there, right? So
Oh
I
God.
crept up to that fan, and I just ripped one, right?
Oh
Right into
my
the fan.
God. Oh God. Poor Katie. Oh no. Why do you men do that? My husband and his buddies. Not that I just gotta piggyback off this. My husband and his buddies are all over there tonight, and let me tell you, you talking crazy. They're all over there acting nutty. You know, men, when you get a bunch of men, when a woman comes, I hear burps, farts, this, that, and though I go to walk into the bathroom over there to go pee, when I went over to the house to go pee, one of his buddies comes out and he's like, "Oh, you may not want to go in there." I'm like, "Did you use the fan? You know, we have the thing for the fan." He's like, "What the hell is a fan?" He said, "Ah, shit, it stinks, and get over it." I was like, "Okay." I'm used to this because that's what they all do. And then you get them in the basement part of the area of the house. Forget it. I'm not going down there. It's just, they're a mess. They're still over there now. It's crazy. That's why I'm here. But, it can be fun. A bunch of guys get together. Sometimes when there's women there, you gotta you gotta have that skin to deal with it. I'll creep in tonight when I'm done over here. I'll creep in, go in the room. Who knows how long they'll be up? Who knows what they'll do? My husband will eventually make it to bed, I think. I hope. Or they'll all be in the basement passed out on the chairs or whatever. Who knows? And guess who will be cooking breakfast in the morning? Me. They'll wake up with the smell of the coffee and everything else I cook. Good God Almighty. But
and
that's
that's and
okay. That's okay.
that's and that's why the she shed is not located anywhere near the man cave.
Damn right. That's right. You're absolutely right. You're
See,
absolutely right.
see, I wish you could have seen Stormy while we were on that cruise, right? I, I, I go on vacation and I drink. God, I love to drink. Ask Jed because if we were on that ship, I was not sober,
Yeah, he
right?
was not sober the whole time. Seriously, the whole time he was like 3 sheets to the wind, man.
And he was allowed to be, though. It's a vacation. You're supposed to be. I want to go on one of them. I let my husband, he go, it's not that I let. You see, my husband trusts me. I trust him. I don't worry about like stupid things that people say or do. If I go on a vacation with my girlfriends or wherever we go, I have a private room. I pay for that. I do it all myself. I know I'm going to bed by myself. I'm not cheating. I don't worry about it. He don't worry about it. I don't worry about them things.
But
But
they had,
having a good time is just a different kind of thing. He goes to Texas, different places all over with his buddies. I don't got to worry about it. I know he's having a good time. A man's a man, a woman's a woman.
well, see, we had such a good time. And me being drunk this one night, I think it was just the icing on the cake, right? Because they had the costume contest. It was a Halloween cruise.
Oh God,
Um,
that
Okay.
day. Oh Jesus.
yeah, dude, that was so much. Dude, I was smashed. I mean, just smashed. I've got the video. I'm on the phone. I can't share from the phone, can I?
I don't know how to do that on the phone.
Yeah, I don't think I can share from the phone. But um, I had gone as Darth Maul, right? And I
Uh huh.
gotta, I gotta say, I looked pretty good, didn't I, Jet?
Yeah, no, you look like you came across really good.
But I got second. But see, I had made my own costume, right? And this guy that won, was just in a Bigfoot, 2-piece that he had bought.
Wasn't he? Was he? I thought it was Chewbacca, or was it Bigfoot?
It was Bigfoot.
It was Bigfoot. Okay, yeah, yeah, dude. His costume did look good though. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah,
His
yeah,
costume did look good.
yeah. I'm gonna pull the laptop out, and I got tons of pictures. And don't worry, I'm not going to show any of LT. I don't want. I know LT don't like his face being shown. So
Right. Don't get your, don't, yeah, make sure you know what you're showing, yeah, so you don't get in trouble.
yeah.
There's so much crappy stuff going on these days, and I know we're all having fun here, but
Well, we got to respect people's privacy.
exactly, exactly. I would love to go on the trips, but I don't want to go on something like that if there's not other women that I could talk with and be around or something like that.
Well, I can tell
I
you,
would
Katie will be on it.
really, yeah. I mean, I would pay for my own, do my own thing, but I would have, I don't want to go on if it's on an all guys trip. Nah, then I don't need to be there. But like if like Electrojet Katie and other women are there, oh, of course I'll go. I would love that.
But we're
I
doing, we're
like to
planning
go
we're
do
planning
that.
another cruise. We're planning another cruise. John's gonna put out the specifics when we get closer to it. But next year, right around September, we're planning
Hmm.
another cruise. I can't go this year because I just don't got the money for it. Hopefully,
Right.
I'll be with. Huh? Oh,
Yeah, I would go if I know when everybody if when he's
open the
gonna
door.
plan it again. I
Understood.
would definitely. I pay for my own things. I do my own stuff. Huh?
Jed, I'm going to sign off on the phone and re-sign on the computer. Okay.
No problem, man.
All right.
No problem.
Yeah, I would, I would love to do that as long, I mean, even if me and another woman that was single come, oh, I'm not single, but I would have my husband there, of course, but another woman that would come up, maybe me and another woman, we could share a room together, you know, and do things like that. But I mean, I would do that. That would be great.
Thanks, man.
And that would be, we would all have fun, take pictures, you know.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my daughter was talking to me at the same time. No, listen.
Oh my God, RGM. Yes, I have. I'm talking, I see what RGM. Yes, RGM. I have
We
too
had a, we had a,
many of
we
them.
had a blast on that cruise, and people turned it into so much something so bad, and it's like, come on, guys, it's just a bunch of guys, and I felt bad because Katie was by herself, but I was with Katie most of the time. Me and Katie, we not for nothing, and I don't mean to gross people out, but me and Katie had a lot of sex on that cruise. We had a lot of sex.
You went out, Jed.
Say again, what was that? What did you say, Stormy?
All right. Can I be heard? Am I
Yeah,
heard?
yeah, you could be heard now. Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to pull up some photos from the cruise. Y'all go ahead and keep talking. I'm just going to
But
pull up some.
yeah, like I was saying though, like I was
And
saying,
Jed, I think you went out, Bubba.
you think
Or
you
did
can't
I
hear
go
me?
out?
Can you hear me? Can everyone? Can anyone
What
hear me?
time is it? Oh my God. It's getting late. I gotta get ready. Oh no, Bolasac. Can't do it tonight. Nope, nope, nope. This is Jed. No, Jed, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you,
I can
Bo.
hear you.
So if you can hear me, that means your mic's not working. Can y'all in the chat hear me?
Is
You
this
hear
any
me
better? Am
fine?
I coming
Jed,
in?
your mic's not working then, babe. I can't hear you.
I don't
I
know
can
what's
hear
going
And
you.
on.
Can you?
everybody coming in, please hit the like. Please hit the like. Yes,
I,
RGM, I've seen them crazy videos of the Bigfoot. I've seen them everywhere. They're putting up all kinds of stuff. I'm into all that. I watch the things where they say the Bigfoot. Oh my God. And then they talk about, do you ever see that one where they said they seen the person floating up in the air? Supposedly all kinds of crap. I watch all kinds of things like that. And I'm into the Bigfoot. And I'm like, I live up here in the mountains. You tell me I haven't seen one Bigfoot. The only Bigfoot I've seen up here is the big bears. Now, trust and believe, I can tell you this. I have heard crazy, crazy sounds. I have seen different things. Oh Lord, am I farting again? Damn it. Is that gas coming out of my ass or yours? I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
all women fart, but actually I'm not right now. So it must be my mic is.
no, your mic is making a
All
burping
right.
noise.
Jen, I can't hear you. Is it my mic? Maybe it's time for me to go to bed. We've been interesting.
Stormy, I think you're
Okay, I
fine.
will. Thank you, Jen. I will.
But anyway, a lot of the fun we had, people, here's what happened. Here's where the first problem happened. Some pictures accidentally, and I do mean accidentally, got posted. right? But the second we realized those pictures got posted, they were taken down. But you know the rule. Once something goes up on the internet, it's up there forever. And what did people do? They took the pictures when they were up there, they copied them, and then they like doctored them up, made and started talking shit about LT, about everybody. It's like, why? Are you mad that you didn't go on the damn cruise yourself? You should have just came. Everyone was invited. Chavez, oh, let's see. Chavez getting ready to teach this YouTuber a lesson. Yeah, I don't got the fight here. That's how come I'm just doing a randoms. Let me know how it goes, Bruce. Just let me know how it goes. Can you hear me okay now, Stormy?
I hear you just fine, Jed.
Oh, okay. Just let me know when you got the pictures up and ready, and I'll show them there, John.
I'm going to have to log in on my other screen name, so let me jump off and jump back on again, okay?
No problem, no problem.
Be right back.
Yeah. So my thing is, people took advantage and they like trolling, and I appreciate a good troll, but some people are not as thick-skinned as others, and some people can't take the ribbing as much as others do, and a lot was made, and I felt bad that LT got picked on the way he did. And it's like, for no fucking reason. The guy had a great time, and y'all picking on him for nothing. Oh, what's up, LT? There you are. What's up, brother? How you doing? Sorry, LT, I wasn't talking bad about you. I was just explaining what was going on. Anyway, so they feed into this bullshit, and they tell LT, oh, someone leaked the footage. It was up there for, I would say, less than a half hour. It was taken down, but it was already too late. Once it's up there, it's up there. And it was an accident. And then everybody started feeding stories. Oh, he leaked the picture on purpose. He did. No, he didn't. No, he did not. The second I talked to him, he took the fucking pictures down. And I leaked no pictures to nobody. All my pictures I got there, all my pictures are private. I haven't even put them on Facebook or anything like that, because I respect LT and his wishes. Is that simple? You know, and people talk all kinds of shit, saying this, that, and the other, because they want drama. They want drama between people that there's no drama with. Welcome back, John.
All right, I'm back. All right, I'm about to pull these now, okay?
Yeah.
Give me
Now, you
just
sure
a-
they don't got no pictures of LT, right?
Yeah, I'm making sure of it.
All right, good. What the
Just a
fuck?
second.
How did Pigeon must have been one of those few that got a hold of it and just went to town, man. But my thing is, why pick on LT? They picked on LT because of something that he had on his leg. Why mess with someone for a physical ailment? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why? Because it makes no sense to me. What does it matter if I'm taller or he's taller? And and I've told you a number of times, LT is taller than me. But you guys got to make a big deal out of it. Exactly. Who gives a fuck? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Let me share these pictures.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm sharing them now. Go
All
ahead.
right, this was during the Halloween contest.
Oh, that's cool. Super cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, very, very, very fascinating stuff. Again, fascinating stuff. And I think
Look at Darth Maul.
oh, Bigfoot. Oh, me. Oh. All right, let me get a look. Let's get a comment look at these. We got now, audience. As you can see, we've got our individuals lined up in front of us. Wow, I'm obsessed. Obsessed all of it. But of course, we can only have one individual. So we're gonna start down the line based on your applause. Shall I go to our cheetah? Well, men, you have to save the day. We can't stop Poison Ivy. He does exist.
I'm glad that won the contract.
Now, this is what happens when you turn down the guy's burgers at the buffet. You don't finish it all. We throw you overboard. Is it our ex-Carnival Jubilee employee? A cruise director, excuse me. Cruise director from times past. Welcome to the fun ship. You're hired. Now next up, Demir Lady. Now we are a chicken lady. Our chicken lady! Well, that's my mark, and I must know what's going on over here. The 70 chick. The 70 chick. Ruth is in the heart. You can ring my bell anytime. Next up, Lord of the Sith.
Here I am.
Next up, darling. A fabulous rapper, Demir Animal. And of course, last but not least, our very own pumpkin queen. I'm just gonna call her Jackie O'Lantern. Jackie O'Lantern! Wow, I think there was one. I think there was one that just stood out slightly above the rest. You all witnessed it for yourself. It does exist. Bigfoot! Come on out, Bigfoot.
Dude, that dude was tall.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, there we go. I said you in the commercial. Now we're going to commercial. Give it up for Bigfoot! Now, Bigfoot is coming over first off. Let's give you one incredible individual, Dr. Memo. And Bigfoot, we're going to stop here and get a photo.
He was second. I heard it all.
Yeah, he was. Hey, second. Hey. Awesome.
Everybody's telling me I get
Awesome,
second
bro.
place.
One more time. Bigfoot coming through. All right, we got Darth Maul. Oh, that's cool. Super cool. Oh, yep. Oh, very fascinating stuff. Again, that.
That
Yeah,
was
I'm gonna
fun
go to the
times, man.
next
That was fun times.
All right. This is how drunk I was.
Oh, you don't need to show how drunk you was. That'd be embarrassing. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what. Let's see. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. We're on the Carnival Fantasy about to have a costume contest. I'm Darth Maul. I've been selected to be in the final round. Let's make this happen and have some fun tonight, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's go.
Is this on mine?
Yeah.
Hey,
I was
it's me.
smashed.
We're on the Carnival Fantasy about to have a costume contest.
I'm telling you guys, he was 3 sheets to the wind, man.
Hey, John. Yeah. Hey, John. Yeah. Hey, John. Yeah.
That's Brian, by the way, that Brian had the camera.
Look at this. So
Wait, where was that Nassau?
that's Nassau.
Yeah. Remember how determined I was to get us to a fucking restaurant? I was not taking no for a fucking answer, man. We were gonna go have some seafood, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah.
I went walking around. I found a cab for us. We got in the cab. Star Wars Dad farted us out of the cab, and then we got to the restaurant. We all ate. Me and Star Wars Dad. I think we split the bill, and
Yeah.
then we took a cab ride back. I don't think he farted us out of the second cab.
No,
I
it
don't
was coming
remember.
back.
I don't think he farted us out of the second cab because we would have thrown up. But man, we had a blast. I tried conch for the first time, and it was well worth it. We had a ceviche style. Oh yeah, these are the way they had the towel pets that they made for our rooms every day. So this was the elephant one, I think. Katie wanted to keep them and take them home.
Yeah, every day after they made your room, you walk in and they got this towel animal. This is Nassau. This is actually where the restaurant was.
Oh yeah, I think I took some pictures of the restaurant. I'd have to go through my phone. I'm not going to do all that shit right now.
This is in the restaurant right here.
Yeah, that is the restaurant. That's right. That is the restaurant. That's Brian.
Yeah. I'm gonna go through quick. There we go. There's Katie.
There's Katie. I was sitting in the seat that's between Brian and Katie.
Follow me on the box of friendly.
Who gives a fuck? Just don't know.
Sorry, guys, had to skip that one. That was in the restaurant. But this is still in Nassau right here. Look how beautiful this place is.
Oh man, that place is beautiful.
LT, what's up, buddy? God, I haven't seen you since the cruise, man. I miss you, man.
You know what? The other beach, Katie loved that other beach. She got in. I actually got in the water too. Just I didn't go past the knees, but I did get in the water. Katie loved the beach though. That fucking water was crystal clear.
I had to take a picture of this sign.
We were swinging with Dick and Willie. Did you take a picture of that big old statue too?
Which one?
There was a big old statue. There it is. That
That one?
statue right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We took a couple of pictures of that. I think I threw it on my YouTube.
There you are, Jed.
Oh yeah, me and my fucking walking my cane. Dude, will you believe that's 30 pounds ago? Literally, I was 30 pounds heavier.
Yeah. There's Katie.
She still has that hat, by the way. She's never letting go of that hat.
Look, you do not realize how big these ships are till you actually get right up beside one, and they are just absolutely massive.
But we are planning, just so you guys know, we are planning another trip, another cruise, not for this year, but next year around September. So, and if you want to join the cruise, you got to hit it. You got to get with Star Wars Dad. If he gives me the information, I'll let you know what you have to do. But yeah, we'll hook you up with a website if you want to go on the same cruise with us. You are more than welcome to.
I think
I don't think
that's
LT is going on the next cruise. I do not think LT is going on the next cruise. LT's really mad at John for cock blocking.
the thing is, I didn't cock blocking. He got pineapple blocked.
You kind of cock blocked him, man. Come on. The
I mean,
pineapple was at the worst possible time. Dude had a chick ready to go.
but yeah, he got pineapple blocked. Now, from what Brian told me, okay. Now, I gotta find it kind of funny because this is the way Brian described it to me because I had passed out in bed already. I was 3 sheets to the wind that night.
You're
LT
3
brought
sheets to the wind
the
every
room.
night.
Yeah, but LT brought her back to the room and LT opened the door, right? And she looked in and she saw Brian, right? And it didn't bother, but then she looked over and saw the upside down pineapple on the door and then looked in and saw Brian and started freaking out like, what kind of fucking weird shit are y'all into? Right? I mean, I wasn't there, but it's some of the funniest shit that I could possibly think of, you know?
Yeah, don't feel special though, LT, because if it wasn't for Katie, I wouldn't have known. But he planted a pineapple on our room too, and Katie. But we still got the pineapple though. We still got that pineapple. Look at that. Look at the interior of the ship there. Look at that. Is that not awesome?
And like I said, as you can see, it's all decorated in Halloween. It was a Halloween cruise. Oh,
What's going on with that fight? Is Cesar or Chavez winning or what?
There's 2 people follow me on the box friendly.
all right. I'm going to try to get to some of our other pictures. I'm going to stop sharing for a second so I can.
Well, I got stuff from the cruise too. Hold on a second. I got stuff from the cruise too. Let me see. I put it up on YouTube. Let me see if there's anything I can share.
Now, this is a great picture of you guys.
Oh yeah. Me and Katie on formal night.
Now, I'm going to have to blow through some of these because some of them have got LT in it. Look at you guys. You look so good. Oh, I can. Shit. Sorry, LT. There we go. There's all the guys.
Yep, there you go. See what I mean? Look. Remember when I told you John looked, he has the tuxedo, right? And me, Brian, and fucking LT, we look like bellhops. Look at that. We look like we worked there. Oh shit, Jake Paul is beating him? Nah, damn. We need somebody to beat his ass. Let's see what else we got here.
All right.
Yeah.
And screen share again. I'm trying to keep all the photos of LT out. So
Oh, I think I got that. I got a picture of when I got stuck in the fucking. When I got stuck in the goddamn. Here we go. Hold on a second.
Yeah, show this one. This one's awesome. People have got to see the ship at night.
There it goes. Yeah.
Oop, shit.
No.
I went the wrong way. Look at that.
Hold on. I know what to do. Let's try this. Before. No, wrong one. This one. Can you see it behind this? Can you see what you're sharing behind this? Like scroll through it and see if you can see it.
I can see what I see on my end over here. Yeah.
All right.
Now, this, what I'm sharing right now, you see this picture here?
Mhm.
This is something that's near and dear to my heart.
Oh,
man.
yeah. The veterans thing, yeah. What's the next one?
Let me get a good one. There I am right there.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay. Let's get through the veterans thing. That was fun, but ocean. Okay, hold on. That's LT. I wish I could show that one because that one was funny as shit with me and LT. All right, there we go.
There's you and Brian.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Our favorite bartender, man.
Oh, yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. I just want to go through this. There you go. Dude, he fucking was heavy with the alcohol, man.
Dude, why do you think I was so fucked up?
All right, what's the next one?
Oh, these are some of my favorites. Look,
No icebergs.
how the clouds look like they're touching the water.
Yeah.
I got tons of them. Like, oh, I love this one.
This was a good one. Oh, yeah, look at that. Well, this was not too long after the hurricane, so that's what the sky looked like after the hurricane. And wasn't there another one coming in not too long? Who's that?
What's that? That was my son.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, I can't really show really much more of anything else because the rest has got LT in it. So I'll be back in 1 second.
I want to see if this is the one I get. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me share this one. I'm gonna remove this, and let me share screens. All right, let me pull this down. All right, so this was me going to the slide.
fat ass in front of us that wants to go down.
And then he's calling me a fucking fat ass. Fuck you, John. There's me and Katie.
Right there. Right there. He wants to go down the slide again. So,
Mind you, that's 30 pounds ago.
like I said, I need a drink. I probably need a shot of tequila. Well, probably like 3 shots of tequila to watch this because I mean, like right up here, if you look where those big balls are, right? Oh yeah, they're big balls, right? That's the Serenity area. That's where only adults can go. Dude, freaky shit goes on up there. But Jed's getting ready. You got to walk the stairs, Jed. All right.
That's gonna be the hard part.
All right.
Be careful, all right? Be careful going up there.
Yeah, I'm going to film you going up, right? And if you fall, we're all going to laugh.
Yeah, see, you see what I mean about John?
All right. He is
I ain't gonna knock.
he is walking the stairs to
Very
get up there.
with it.
Up on them, but you know, see that beach over there? We were showing you guys.
This is me
Right.
taking
A lot of
break
people are
'cause
over
I'm
that
right
beach.
here.
Yeah.
I went there last time. It wasn't that great, so I decided not to go there again.
Yeah. Now,
Alright,
does
let's-
LP trust anyone? Oh, there he goes. Okay, we're going to have to come back down this way. We're going to have to.
After my face, I don't know what's behind my back.
Yeah. We're going to have to come down this way and see Jed splash. All right, we coming around?
This is the one where it shows my ass getting not stuck, but I slowed down on one of the curves.
All right. This right here is where Jed's going to come down. But there it is. Y'all see the blue slide?
He said he trusts me,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know what he says behind my back. You know? So I like LP, you know.
All
right,
Very simple, dude.
Where's Jed?
I should be coming down soon.
That's not Jed.
They went and turned, so did they.
Yeah.
He's probably taking off.
Oh, you see how quick these people are coming through the slide here?
Yeah,
And then watch
those guys
it.
went through that slide. See how fast?
Whoosh.
And then watch my ass
Yeah.
when I go through there. It's
He's going on
fucking
the yellow one or the blue one.
cool.
He's going, he said the blue one. So, but yes, there is a chance you can get stuck on the slide. And I got a feeling Jed might be the one. Nope, that's a chick coming through. That's definitely not Jed, guys. Unless he's wearing a pink bathing suit.
Fuck you.
That's definitely not Jed. All right, is that Jed?
No, that's not me either. Fuck.
That's not Jed. See that splash? That was great.
I did, boss.
All right. All right. He's got to be up there somewhere. Unless he.
He did it yesterday, so, you know. He did it.
Here I go. Here, look. No,
That's a chick.
God damn it.
Are you going on the blue one or the yellow one? Yellow one.
No, he's going to be a wussy if he goes down the yellow one.
Calling me wussy.
I don't know. I'm not up top. I can't see how long the line is. It's never that long. Well, I don't know. If you look up here, there's a lot of kids going up there. So, but was there a long line? Oh, okay. So, how mad have you been at? How mad have you been at Jed this trip? No, she kicked the shit out of me. It was funny. Is that him? Nope. Where's the fat boy at? Come on.
Dude, really? Fat boy? Jesus.
I want to see Jed get stuck in the tube. All right. There he is. There he is. He's about to get in there. All right. Here we go.
There we go.
All All right, here comes Fat Boy.
Oh boy, here we go. Look. Wait, watch.
God, he's
See how
slow as
slow
hell.
I'm going now? Yeah, look.
Got too
I
much
got
drag.
fucking stuck right. Look.
Nice and
bullshit.
smooth.
Yeah.
Nice and smooth. Hey, guys.
He looked like a drowned rat.
I remember me last year.
He can't get out. He can't get out.
That's my phone water. Water. No, he's right. Good man, bro.
You see how bad my legs are? Jesus.
Are these waterproof?
No.
There, you put down the front desk. So the service stuff. The nice and
So-
the
What you think?
Oh, that was nasty. I think I swallowed a gallon of water. That's it, guys. I'll be live later on. For today only. Peace out. See you guys later.
have a good one, guys.
Have a good day. Goodbye, kids.
Thanks, guys.
Boy, it looked like you enjoyed making fun of me there, John.
Dude, it was fun. It really was. We were live,
You just
and-
you couldn't help yourself, huh?
and yeah, I couldn't help myself, man. We were live, and people were laughing their ass off.
I'll tell you what, though, lifelong memories on that trip, lifelong friends made on that trip. I met a lot of wonderful people on that trip. Me and Katie had so much fun. I think the only time that we had that we had a bad time is when we first got on the ship, because you could tell how much pain I was in.
Yeah.
And but then after a while, you know, we got acclimated to being on the ship and walking back and forth on the ship. I got used to it, and we had a ton of fun. Yeah, the
Well,
only
I'll
time
tell
I
you-
had a bad time was the first day, and it was only in the first couple hours on the ship. After that,
Well, I'll tell
we were
you,
having fun.
Katie could not get enough of that chocolate lava cake.
I know, dude. That even I don't eat chocolate, right? I don't like chocolate, but that fucking cake, Katie wants to go just for the cake alone.
I mean, now, how would you describe to everyone what it's like eating in the main dining room every night?
Oh, the main dining room, man. First of all, the choices of food, and the cooks there really did a good job. The cooks there really did a great job. I think the first night, what did I had the rib that you recommended, I think.
Yeah,
The
short rib.
The short rib, yeah. Boy, that shit was good. Tender as fuck. But the best food we had was in Nassau when we had the seafood. That was the best food we had throughout the
Oh,
whole
I
trip.
couldn't agree with you more there. But you know, there's something about being on a cruise that I love, and it's something I talk to, you know, my wife about how much I miss it all the time. About there's something about getting up in the morning, right? And you might just throw a toothbrush over your teeth, but you throw a hat on and you walk down for breakfast in the buffet, right? And you've got all that food at your disposal at the buffet for breakfast, right? There's an omelet station, you know, if you're, you know, an omelet eater. There's pancakes, waffles, bacon.
I am going to tell you this. They did not know how to make Mexican food on that motherfucker, because the Mexican food that we tried on there, it was kind of gross. You need actual Mexicans to cook the food.
Are you talking about the little taco burrito place next
Yeah,
to?
man, that place was crappy as fuck.
It's
that
it's
was-
okay for what it is, but it's not supposed to be what I call real Mexican food.
Yeah, you know, well, I'm in New Mexico, so you know I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be hardcore about it, and the green chili and everything like that. So, but I'm gonna tell you right now that was a vacation slash honeymoon that me and Katie needed. We enjoyed, and we couldn't thank you enough for the good time we had, John.
Oh,
You don't know. We couldn't thank you enough.
it's not a problem, man. I'm just so glad that we, all were just able to just have a great time while we were there. Um, and s- I, I don't think anyone filmed it, but when we hit Freeport and Brian had got that pass for LT to do the surf simulator, right?
Yeah, I didn't see
He
that.
wasn't very good at it, but dude, to see him smile like what he did, he was out there having a blast. I mean, but I didn't think it was going to take 3 hours. Ron and I were like, holy shit, is this ever going to end? Right? Because we were like, there's other things to do. But I mean, but LT just had such a damn good time doing that.
Yeah, and LT, despite what he says, LT had a good time on the trip. I mean, he was going through some stuff, and that's okay. I love the guy like a brother, and for everything that was going on, LT did real good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know how I feel about that. For everything that was going on, LT did really good. He had a good time.
Yeah. I mean, and I think he had as much fun as what he could possibly have. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And now,
I just wish people wouldn't have picked on him, man. I just that fucking bothered me, man. Honestly, it bothered me. Why? What
dude,
was the
people have
point?
nothing better to do. I hate to say that, but people have nothing better to do, right? Um, who cares how tall he is? Who cares, you know, um, what he looks like? Like I said, there's people that's going to be out here on the damn internet. They've got they don't have lives. All they can do is find something to pick on someone about, right? And this is why I don't take the shit seriously because um I don't know these people out there.
No.
If someone says something about me here or there, dude, I just don't care.
All I know is that he treated my wife with the greatest amount of respect, and him and I got along famously. And I have nothing. I have no negative shit to say about him.
Yeah.
I do not care what people try to fucking put in his ear. Because he knows how I treated him. I
Yeah.
treated him like a brother, and I love him like a brother. I don't give a fuck what people say. The guy's a good guy, and I don't give a fuck about the shit that everyone else gives a fuck about. He treated
Dude.
me and my wife with respect. That's a lot more than I can say about 90% of these motherfuckers on the online.
Dude, I couldn't agree with you more. And like when we ate at Nassau, right? Did you see how it was amazing? Did you see how happy he was?
Fuck yeah,
You
that
know,
man, that dude was fucking like, he was ecstatic about the whole thing. He had a great time. He ate great food.
yeah.
No, he had no fucking complaints.
I mean, and all five of us around that table. I mean, dude, that was magic. I mean, that environment and the food we ate and the experience we had, in that restaurant. Um, dude, we'll never be able to replicate that ever again. I
No.
mean, that was such a bonding experience. And then the people in the restaurant, they were absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? And for anyone out there that's listening, this restaurant maybe had 5 tables. I mean, it's this itty bitty little place, right? I mean, and I kept telling, Jed before we went on the cruise, I was like, dude, you have to try conch, not cock, conch, right?
Hey,
And
did I ever show? Did I show you today what me and Elizabeth did?
I saw the video.
He's in the middle.
All right.
I saw the video. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it was so amazing. I loved the fact that you were able to go outside and watch them prepare that conch salad in front of you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I recorded some of that too.
I mean, and then that big huge platter I got. How did you like those conch fritters?
No, they were good. What was surprising to me the most was how good the calamari was, because I
Yes.
told you my experience with calamari before.
Yeah, and I was like, dude,
that,
you've got
that,
to
that
try this
actually
one.
was good.
Yeah, and I was
That
like,
stuff
dude,
was
this is amazing. You got to try this. And you're like, I don't know. I'm like, no, you've got to try this, right? God, it was amazing. And the size of those shrimp, those fried shrimp, you think stateside about fried shrimp, they're small, right? Dude, these things were like 4 inches long. They were huge.
Yep.
And then Brian ate like a whole chicken by himself.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, Brian, man, he tore that shit up. Brian, the gentle giant.
Dude, I miss Brian, man. I truly, truly, truly miss Brian. Brian is a pure gentleman inside and out.
All right, well, I'm gonna call it here. We're going on 2 hours. John, I want to thank you for coming up here. Stormy, thanks for hanging out. RGM, thanks for hanging out up here. I appreciate it. And see, this is how you can have a stream without drama. Sorry that if you're into the drama and you want that, that's not what this channel is about. So, and if you like it, there's nothing wrong with it. That's fine. Even I like a little drama, but from a distance. But if this is boring to you, my bad. But I don't regret not wanting to be a part of it, not letting my channel be a part of it. If I do a response to somebody, I'll throw the whole video up there, and I will not chop it up. You'll have, because there's context in everything.
Well, you know me. I don't want to be part of drama, period.
Yeah.
It's just not who I am. I don't want any part of it, right? I enjoy being with friends online, right? But I'm not out to get anyone. I'm not trying to become famous. I'm not trying to be some personality online. I'm just, I like hanging out with my friends, that I have met online, and, be able to conversate and have a good time.
Yeah. And the time that I had in here, and this is the truth. If I wanted to be famous, like I've tried, guys, I've tried everything. My channel has gone through so many different changes, and I came to the reality that it's not going to happen, and that's okay. This channel is for fun. This channel is for me to have fun, for my friends to have fun on here with me. And yes, we talk boxing, we talk gaming, we talk about random stuff. I will be talking about toxic people. I'll have a panel about it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And it's a video that I'm going to do a reaction to. I haven't watched the whole video yet. I want to actually have an organic reaction to it. I've only seen the first 5 or 6 minutes of it. And I'm going to share it with you guys, and I'm going to go live, and we'll talk about it. And you guys will see, just from the first 5 minutes that I've seen, you're going to see a lot of what we're already used to seeing. And I want the people that this is directed at or directed to see it so they can possibly see what everyone else sees. And I will have an open panel about it. But again, there will be no trolling. People will be respectful and we can conversate about it. But other than that, I'm going to close out. John, you got any closing words you want to say?
No, if there's anything I got to say, it's just be kind to each other. You know, there's enough negativity going on in the world as it is. You know, just be kind to each other. And if you got a chance to help someone, help them if you can. And that doesn't have to be monetarily. You know, if you're, you know, even in the gas station and someone snaps at you, you know, maybe someone's just having a bad day, you know, just smile at them or something. You know, we need a little bit more love in the world instead of all this negativity. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to say what I usually say. If it bores you, I'm sorry, but not sorry. If you can help somebody out that's less fortunate than you, please do. Not only does it do your soul well, it does good for the person. It does. You don't have to give them money. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be anything physical. Sometimes it's just a shoulder to cry on or an ear to listen. Just help somebody out, you know, and that's all I can say. Just try to help somebody out if you can. It doesn't have to hurt you. Anyway, other than that, God bless you guys. Peace. And I'll see you next time. I'm probably going to go back over the fandoms, see if he's still mad at me. For what? I don't know. But I'll talk to you guys later. John, God bless you, brother. It's good to talk to you.
You too, buddy, and I'll talk to you later.
Thank you for being up here. RGM, thank you for being up here. Angie, thank you for stopping by and hanging out so long. I appreciate the comments, baby. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me close it out with a song. How's that sound? I'm going to close it out with... Nah, not that one. I'll close it out with Goodbye Tulip.